We are a weekly podcast, Soul of a Gamer.
Hey, I'm smart this time. Let's
not go that far, okay?
I won't fuck it up again.
I love pressing that button. That was my favorite button to press.
It's definitely.
This game gets really fucking weird.
Yeah, so you do acid and then you go into the hamster shit.
And this week is...
Night Trap.
Night Trap!
They're right behind you. Night Trap. 10-year-old birthday party. Next scene, kill the kid.
You got to kill the kid. Sha-la-la-la-la-la, car is coming. Throw your body into the car and die. All I could do every time I was playing Ethan was just would start walking around and go, Jason!
Oh, God.
It's just... Because we're in it to win it. That's it. I was going to say, wait, something about being in it, but I don't know where it goes from there. Left Corbin Blue. I just watched The Karate Kid. And I swear to God, one? Yeah, the original one. And I swear to God, I've only heard that part of the song that goes, "You're the best around." And the beginning is actually really good. Like, I didn't know it was that song. I'm like, damn, why wasn't this song the main song in the movie? And then it gets to that, I'm like, oh, it is the main song.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised how good it is. Well, welcome back, guys.
Hi.
I'm Scott.
And I am Steven.
And we are a tri-weekly
tri-weekly hot topics. Anorexic. I mean, I've been losing weight, but not because of anorexia.
I can't think of any Anna words. So other Anna words podcast.
Okay. Anna and the Apocalypse. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
It's a zombie musical.
Okay. No, that's stupid. Shut up.
It's pretty bad.
For real though. Welcome back. We're a weekly podcast, Soul of a Gamer. We're doing another hot takes edition this week. We should probably do this at the beginning of every episode just in case people come in like now as a new listener. But essentially we are a podcast that does video game reviews, telling you the background of the video game, but every once in a while we like to do hot takes, and more once in a while lately than usual. So
yes.
Yep. So
yeah, I mean,
we
are doing kind
takes.
of fun. We bring different questions to the table, and we give you our favorites or least favorites of different various random subjects.
Yep. Last week we did a little bit of the zombie game one and our favorite soundtracks, I believe.
Favorite ability taglines.
That's right. And the previous one was the favorite
soundtracks. Yep.
Soundtracks and something else. Sounds, I think, or least favorite sounds.
It was the sounds that made you the most the most unnerving sounds in video games.
And you know what? I don't remember if we mentioned any the creeper sound.
We mentioned a ton of Minecraft sounds. You just said all sounds Minecraft in general. I said all the shit with the Underdark and the Warden, but you said just Minecraft in general.
Yeah, Minecraft is just a giant fucking stressful game. Every sound stresses you out. I would recommend playing without sound.
I mean, it's pretty great. Or if you have the Toy Story expansion, you can play with the Toy Story sound, and it plays like You Got a Friend in Me and shit while you're playing.
Over and over. Oh my god, that would get so annoying.
It's actually pretty cool. It's not bad.
Is it?
I mean, I haven't played it for an extended period of time, but probably a couple hours. But it wasn't too bad. But
guys, I just want you to know that the guy who wrote that song, I think Randy Newman, I think it was. Yeah. He has a song called "I Hate Short People." And I want everyone to go because it is the funniest song. It's in the 70s. It's before comedy music was huge. It's before Bo Burnham and everything. And if you just go and take a listen, you're like, wow, Randy Newman's actually kind of fucking funny.
All right. I might have to listen to this.
Maybe it was Little People. I don't remember either way. But
damn.
They got little hands, little feet. It's so stupid, but it's so
sometimes
funny.
You always have to laugh at the really random obscure shit and sometimes the random obscure shit is we're random obscure. I'm obnoxious. But I mean, it's true. You just hear some of those random facts sometimes, you're like, wait, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah. But seriously, guys, go check out Randy Newman's. It's either I hate little people or I hate short people or something like that, and you will find it, and it's fucking hilarious.
All right.
And it's actually a pretty fun song too. I'm not gonna lie, it's very catchy.
Nice.
Yeah, Randy Newman's not a good musician, but he's fun to listen to.
Hey, I mean, I love the Toy Story soundtrack.
You got
so
a friend in me.
it works, dude. It works for what it is.
I think he's dead too.
I don't remember. I
don't know.
remember anything anymore.
Either way, this week we are doing a hot takes on our
Yes.
favorite villains from video games, as well as our favorite pets from video games.
Yes. Good
So,
topics,
Steven,
good
you want to
topics.
start us out with one of your favorite villains? And as usual, I keep it in a top 3 atmosphere where I only choose 3 people.
Fair. So,
And mine are so obscure, I am curious if you're going to know who any of them are.
okay, damn. I was wondering if we were going to have a couple of the same, but I also
No,
don't want to
hell
talk about
no.
a lot
No
of things we talked
fucking
about all
way.
the time. So I'm
you're
going to...
hell no, you're not going to have a single one of these fucking people in your life. If you have one of them, Steven, I will be the most surprised I've ever been in my life, because this list, I had to think hard on like who really gave me like a heart attack as a fucking villain when I was a kid.
This was the hardest thing for me because I was like trying to figure out like what does favorite villain even mean? Like, is it because of the way they do it? Is it because they're different from other people? Is it because of how terrifying they are?
I
Is it
judge
because
it by how much of a lasting impact they had. Like, how well do I remember them today? Or the only thing I remember about that game is likely the villain.
I mean, that's fair.
And 2 of these fit perfectly for that, and one of them the villain is so good that I just had to mention it.
That's fair. So I guess for me, one of the ones I think made a really lasting impact for me was Doc Ock from Marvel Spider-Man.
Nice. Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, that whole storyline of like the teacher mentor turning into arch nemesis and building the Sinister Six, like all of that lead up, all of that build up was so... We saw how easily that could have been fumbled. We saw how even incorporating 3 villains into Spider-Man 3, the movie, ruined it, doing too much at once. So having a first coming out game, having all of the Sinister Six was a huge leap. And for them to hit as hard as they did, and especially have as much of an emotional impact that Doc Ock had on me, like I'm not joking. I was in tears in that fight, like on the side of the building where Peter's like, "But I loved you. I cherished you. Why are you doing this, you piece of shit?" Like it's so like impactful and it's so good. And it really was just like a perfect encapsulation of that relationship, and such a good way to have the Doc Ock villain and how he lost his mind and how this device took over his body.
Yeah, and I think just showing it in a slower sense, like
yes.
One thing that's complaining about the movie is how quick it happens, how quickly he divulges into this maniac Doc Ock persona. But in the game, it's literally over the entirety of the game. He doesn't do this
20-hour
until
game, so you get a huge...
the third act of the game, I think, is when he starts really like diving into that villain persona. And by then it's been, I think, weeks or months. Like, it's not a quick turnaround, guys, and it's really cool that he does do that so fucking slowly, and you can watch it all happen.
Well, and the thing that's the scariest and the most terrifying about it is because of how fucking brilliant he is as a scientist. Like Peter and Osborn are the 3 leading scientists in the world at like pretty much, besides Reed Richard and whatever. But especially, yeah. But like it's so fucking ridiculous how smart these guys are, and to have one of them, not in this game, the other one later is going to become a villain too, but have one of them become the leading villain, and he takes all of his smarts and he gives all of the other Sinister Six members different devices to amplify their powers even more, to terrify the city and go after Peter even harder, which made that betrayal just so much worse because it's already villains he's already fought and captured in the game. So then when he lets them all free and gives them upgrades, you're like, what the fuck? Now I have to do this all again? Like, he does the villainy thing so well with how much he just like crazily changes the impact of the world.
Yeah.
And just betrays Peter in every way.
Fair. All right. Well, I'm gonna start my list off with a person you've never heard of before. Dasan.
All right. What is it?
Dasan.
Dasan.
This is the main antagonist in Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, the Kyle Katarn series. So it starts with like God, what is the first game? It's the Doom-like game. You play as Kyle Katarn in it.
I have no idea.
Forces of something or something like that. Essentially, there's this whole series in Star Wars that focuses on this Dark Forces. It might be Dark Forces.
I think it's Dark Forces.
I can't remember. Because I know they made a dark. Yeah, I think it is. It's Dark Forces 2, and then the Jedi Knight games. Because there's like 5 of them or something.
I've never played them, but I see them in our library because you have them.
Yes, because the Jedi Knight Jedi Outcast is about Kyle Katarn after he gave up the Force.
Oh, okay.
So essentially, he starts out as a stormtrooper or an Imperial officer of some kind. His dad gets killed, so he becomes a bounty hunter. He gets hired by the Republic to stop the stormtroopers kind of deal during the war. Then after the war, he becomes a Jedi for a short time. He discovers the Valley of the Jedi, which is the area that all these Jedi died in the books.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a cool book story. It's about Darth Bane, but
nice.
He discovers the Valley of the Jedi, which has a bunch of Force power, and it imbues him with the Force. So someone who doesn't naturally have the Force becomes Force sensitive.
Okay.
And he loses his power after a little while, and then has to go back in Jedi Outcast because Dasan is like this fucking fucked up dude. Okay. He's the former apprentice of Luke Skywalker. He's like a lizard person, essentially. I've never seen his race before in Star Wars, but he's a lizard person of some sort.
Okay.
He takes on a human apprentice of his own that you have to defeat in the game as well.
Okay.
But he's just like this fucking badass dude. Luke had to banish him from the temple because he killed 4 apprentices. And he just felt like he was too strong in the Force, and he couldn't handle him at that moment. And then he turned to the dark side, and then was able to defeat Luke in a lightsaber battle.
Damn.
And
so
Kyle Katarn was, pretty much but in a better way. He was a better Kylo Ren. He had a much better story. He was always kind of an outcast. He's not from some privileged family or anything.
True.
He is like a proto Kylo Ren, and this is what I've always said about the new movies: is how they just steal stuff from the fucking games.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They for sure stole the character of Kylo Ren from the games, and Dasan was the original. Only Dasan was way fucking cooler.
I mean, they also kind of stole from the Crystal Star book series because that was all about Luke and Leia's kids, and it being about Kylo Ren. They kind of, because one of their kids, Jason, actually went evil. Yeah. So they stole Jason and made him Kylo Ren.
Yeah, for sure. But in the game, one of the things that really sticks out to you is Dasan actually kills Jen Larso, who is Kyle Katarn's partner.
Oh, okay.
And love interest, everything.
Oh, okay.
So, and that happens at the first mission of the game.
Damn.
He kills this character, and then at the end of the game, you realize he never killed her. He just captured her.
Oh, okay.
But Kyle Katarn went on this entire journey of reinitializing the Force in himself by going back to the Valley of the Jedi to kill Dasan. His whole journey was just to kill this one guy, and this one guy almost decimated all the Jedi and almost started a second galactic war.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a really cool story. Yeah. It's they did a really good job with that game, and I don't feel like it gets the proper love it deserves because, everyone talks about The Force Unleashed when that came out. We were all super into that, and everyone talked about the fucking new games. What are they called? I can't remember. Whatever the 2 newest games are, that people really loved. It's the Dark Souls-like fucking Star Wars games.
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah. So they talk about those and how good they are, and I'm like, well, you guys really don't know a good story because what you're experiencing right now is just this giant open world of bullshit. But if you played the fucking Kyle Katarn game, you would know how frustrating that game was compared to this one.
That's fair. I mean, I had a hard time with the Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order or whatever the first one's called games, just because it felt too much like a Dark Souls game and not like a Star Wars game. And I saw this one mod though that I've been debating. I actually bought it on Steam just so I can play it with this mod because it makes the lightsabers real. So
nice.
you actually just cut through things like a lightsaber
and you
would.
would love the Jedi Knight games because you can do that. You just cut through things. The only time you don't is when you fight other Jedi, and it's just because they're blocking your saber.
Like I really think like that's one of the biggest problems I have with a lot of Star Wars. And like the Star Wars movies are great because you're fighting lightsaber with lightsabers most of the time,
Yeah.
and when you're not, you slice through everything. But that's my problem with every other instance of it. It becomes a sword instead of a lightsaber.
Yeah.
Like I hate when it becomes a blunt object and not something that slices through things like butter. Like that just
and like
doesn't make sense
especially
to
like
me.
the minions, right? The minions
Yes.
should be sliced through almost instantaneously.
All of them instantly. Like it shouldn't
Yeah.
be a problem. And I know game's sake for game's sake, you gotta do blah blah blah.
But you
But
don't, again, because they didn't do
yes.
that in the only time it happens in the Jedi Knight games is if it's a droid and it has a shield,
Mm-hmm.
or if the person has a lightsaber, and again, you're then just fighting a person with a lightsaber. Your hits aren't necessarily hitting them, it's hitting the lightsaber, and you
Well,
have to make the best of that. And
and
to me, that's fucking perfect. Like
I'm okay if you have a reason, even if it's a shitty reason. Like for me, Injustice, having that pill that lets
that makes
Luther makes
everyone
for
as
everyone and that
strong
makes
as
everyone as durable as Superman. That is the dumbest fucking bullshit thing. Blah blah blah, fix it, yada yada. But at least it's a fucking explanation that, like,
at
all
least
right,
it's a
you know,
fix.
if anyone can make a pill like that, it is probably Lex Luthor. I'm gonna allow this bullshit reason, but at least you're giving me a reason of why the fucking anybody
And it
can
makes
stand toe to
sense.
toe with him.
Like again, I think you'd really like the Jedi Knight games because they're
Yeah.
exactly what you want. You can throw your lightsaber and chop 3 stormtroopers in half. Like,
That's
dude,
why you
I'm
do it.
telling
That's why I like Force Unleashed, dude, because it was ridiculous. You were just overpowered. Like it felt great.
You would love the Jedi Knight games. You should definitely play those. Even Force Unleashed had it where they had health though. You had to hit them multiple times for some things to kill them. But in
you
Jedi
could
Knight
like
games,
grab them and you could like throw your lightsaber and stab it into them, and like at least it like had those effects where you could like.
I believe you could do the same thing in Jedi Knight. I think Jedi Knight started all that. So
okay, but yeah.
All right. Well, let's go on to your second one. What's your second one?
All right, second one. I am going to go with one I didn't think I was going to bring up, but I keep going back to for some reason. And it's a villain because he's a very unique villain. I don't even know if he's like really truly a villain, but he is the main antagonist of the story.
Okay.
But he didn't have to be. And this is the kind of the funniest part about it. So I'm talking about Far Cry 4 Pagan Min. And Pagan Min, he's voiced by Troy Baker, which obviously I love. Joel from The Last of Us, he does a bunch of other voices.
We know you have a man crush on Troy Baker.
Dude, I do, and I met him, and he's gorgeous in person too. He's a great guy.
I met him, and he told me to fuck off because he doesn't like the fact that I don't like Joel.
No, actually, we had a great conversation about Dungeons and Dragons and shit.
Okay, well, that's cool.
But no, it was he's such a unique character. He's like so like flamboyant as like this leader, and he's so just charismatic in a weird, unique way. And if you stay in the beginning room, because the reason you go to this island is because your mother had just died, and she wanted to have her ashes scattered in the place that she grew up in, this place in India. This ruler, Pagan Min, you go to him. He actually knew your mother. He actually has stories to tell you about your mother. He tells you, just wait in this room for 15 minutes. I'll take you directly to the spot she wants to scatter her ashes. We can have a great time together, and we'll just end the day. But then all of a sudden he leaves. You start hearing people screaming. You start hearing people like shooting guns outside. You hear someone being tortured inside, and most people leave and play the game as you play the game, and you join this rebellious cult that's going against Pagan Min. But if you stay there for 15 minutes, he actually comes back. He takes you on this grand journey. You go on helicopter rides with him. You're all just taking pictures, all smiling together. You go to the place. You scatter your mother's ashes. He gives you a great time, and you go home, and nothing happens. And if you do, if you do play the game, like the two rebel leaders, they're both shitty in their own ways, and I didn't like any of them as much as I liked Pagan Min. Like Pagan Min was such like a charismatic and unique. He's a horrible guy in most aspects, like as an actual leader. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's a great guy, but he was so
cool. Then he chopped
so
off
much
a couple
different
heads,
and
but
better.
Seriously, super cool.
In that game, like he and he had to come back and piggyback off of having Voss in the last game. Which, how do you compare to Voss? It's so hard. And I mean, I could have said
and
Voss,
Voss
but
wasn't
we've
even
talked
the
about
main
him.
bad guy.
Yeah, I know. It was Hoyt.
So stupid.
And I would even say Citra was more of an impactful villain in that series too.
Yeah.
Like, he's the third-rate villain in that, but he stole the show, and everyone talks about him. But no one, I feel like, talks about Pagan Min as much, and I feel like Joseph Seed was way too controversial. But Pagan Min was just a fun, unique character, and I especially really liked the aspect of if you didn't do anything, he actually was just like a nice guy to you. Like, that's just so hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fair. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to talk about somebody you've probably never heard of before, but you know who it is because I know you've played this game. Eric Sparrow.
Eric Sparrow.
Eric Sparrow, the antagonist from Tony Hawk Underground.
Oh,
this son of a
dude.
bitch. This son of a fucking bitch. Okay. This is one of the only things I remember about this game. Like, I remember the jumping over the helicopter. The only reason I remember jumping over the helicopter is because Eric Sparrow said that he did it and when he didn't. So Eric Sparrow is the antagonist from Tony Hawk Underground. He's your best friend in the game. You guys are trying to get a sponsorship to be pro skaters, and you have to do some cool shit. You get on a team, and Eric kind of like tries to sabotage you at first, but then kind of comes back and is like, okay, he becomes slightly cool.
Interesting.
So, and then he just becomes such an asshat. Like, to get the sponsorship, you decide, okay, I'm going to jump over these two buildings and a helicopter. And Eric Sparrow took the video and then said it was him who did it. And he gets sponsored by a pro team. You get sponsored by some nobody team who doesn't know you. And then by the end of the game, you have to have a skating competition with Eric Sparrow to see who's the best skater.
Yeah,
and it's just it's one of those villains that if you played the game, you'd remember this fucking jackass the entire time like you're alive, because he's just such a fucking asshole. It's just like, hey dude, I'm your bro, but I'm gonna take all your money. It's that cool, but I'm still your bro.
Yeah, still your bro. Yeah.
Well, he's the epitome of like, I'm gonna try to be your friend as long as I can to get what I want out of you. And I've
as
always
long as you're
remembered
giving me something, like, you're my best friend.
Exactly. And this character is stuck with me for my entire life because I'm like, I don't want to meet a person like that in my life, because they could be anyone. Fair. Like, literally, that could be anyone.
That's fair. Dude, I haven't even thought about him in so long.
Oh god, he's such a cool character too. Like, in general, like, it is such an interesting character to build, because normally Tony Hawk games don't have a story and they don't have an antagonist. But in this game, they decided to do both.
Yeah, I think 4 was it 4 that was the first one that had a story, and then Underground?
I don't know. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. But Underground was such a cool game anyway. If you've never played Underground, please go play Underground. Well, that's one game that I wish they'd remake already, because I loved Underground.
Yeah, Underground and American Wasteland. I could do both of those.
I never played American Wasteland, but I'm pretty sure we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
All right, well, what do you got for your last one?
All right, last one. I kind of went with one that it's kind of a cop-out answer a little bit, but I went with ones that impacted me the most. And game series.
I want you to know before you continue that you went one with the cop-out answer, and I'm going to go with the biggest fucking villain of all time. So you go.
All right.
In my opinion, the biggest villain of all time.
It's a cop-out answer because it's not really like one villain. It's the whole villain of these two series. There's two horror games to me that have had the biggest impacts, I think, for me, villain-wise, on their stories, their backstories, their lore, everything. Like, the way that they're presented in the game, everything about them is terrifying to my core, and I love and hate all of them. It's the villains from Outlast and Resident Evil. I mean, in Outlast, you got
cop-out answer. Boo.
Like I said, a little bit of cop-out answer, but Outlast, you got Billy the Hog. I mean, you got the groom. He is just one of the most terrifying fucking villains and people I've ever heard of, ever created. The whole backstory and lore of him and what he likes to do is the most brutal, terrifying thing ever. And I love watching torture movies. Like, that one is still terrifying to me. Like, I think about that one a lot when I'm like, most brutal ways to die.
Yeah.
Like, that one stuck with me. The Dick twins are terrifying in that. I call them the Dick Twins because they're twins that just walk around naked and they just chase you and they're just terrifying.
That is not their fucking name, but
It's not their name, but I heard a couple other streamers calling them the Dick Twins, and I loved it. I stuck with it. But just like every part of that, the doctors in that are terrifying. Like every character in that. Same with Resident Evil. Like Resident Evil Biohazard, especially for me, like that one. All the characters, like when you see the wife when she first turns, it one is one of the most terrifying like entry scenes into a horror game, and just the way the characters can like break through walls and come at you with chainsaws. Like chainsaws is one of my biggest fears, so just anything like that does that, just generates that primal fear like that game does. Or I mean Mr. X in Resident Evil 2, we both talked about him in the remake. He's just a menace,
that giant
and terrifying
monstrosity from Resident Evil 4 that you have to fight.
Yes, exactly. Like every one of these villains, and even the little like Napoleon guy or whatever in Resident Evil 4 was hilarious and kind of stupid, but like a fun boss fight and really gimmicky. And but like going against like Welker's dude or whatever, like all of that shit. Like Welker is a great villain, even like Nemesis. So just all of them in those horror series, both those series, I think their villains are just ultra terrifying to me, and I think that have encapsulated my kind of horror the most and what terrifies me the most.
Okay, well, my last one is Lord Malice.
Lord Malice.
So this is like, I barely remember this game, but I have never forgotten the ending of this game because this guy was such a fucking asshole, and it was just such a reveal to see him. So essentially it's Army Men Sarge's War on the GameCube. Okay.
I love that game, dude.
It was such a good game, but it's crazy because like the beginning of the game, you finally get peace between the tans and the greens. And then throughout the game, you figure out that there's a tan group that doesn't want peace and they're trying to sabotage it. And they launch what is essentially a nuke and destroy Greentown, which is where the peace talks were, kills all your friends, kills the entire green and tan leadership. Like it's a fucked up game for like a kid's game.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, like in all your like, and this is a series, guys. Sarge has always been like a series starting with the N64. And at the end of this game, you finally meet Lord Malice, and you figure out, holy shit, Lord Malice, that you defeat him, and he says, "Take off my helmet," because he's wearing this helmet, and you take it off, and it turns out he's a green soldier.
Damn.
And who he is Major Gooding, who in one of the previous games you left somewhere and said someone will come back for you, and no one ever came back for him.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so he gets captured by the tans and turned into a tan soldier.
Damn, some like G.I. Joe shit.
Yeah, so he gets captured, turned into a tan soldier. He killed and this is all for revenge against Sarge. Not even just against the army. He's pissed off at fucking Sarge. So he killed all his friends. He killed all his leaders. He killed the peace talks that he worked so hard to achieve. And at the end, he's just laughing. He's like, "You defeated me, but no, you didn't, because I won.
Fuck.
I got my revenge."
All right.
Dude, that villain, I have never forgotten that villain. As long as I played that game when I was probably 9 or 10, and I have never forgotten that villain.
I honestly, I wouldn't mind going back to those games. Those games are so fun. I love playing multiplayer on those games, honestly. A lot.
They were so much fun. There was a great one for the N64 that was just like the best multiplayer. I remember it being a big deal because you could essentially play with your head blown off.
I think I do remember that one.
And I played with this kid Jacob and his mom, who was a complete fucking bitch, and his mom was like Jacob's telling him like, "Hey, we could play with our heads blown off," and she's like, "You could play with what?" Have you ever seen South Park? It's pretty much Kyle's mom in a nutshell.
Well, Kyle's mom's bitch is the biggest bitch in the whole damn world.
But like it's that what? Like it's that reaction when you tell her anything. And so when he told her that, she banned us from playing that at her house.
Damn.
And I was like, all right, that's fine. We will never come over here again. And I stopped hanging out with Jacob after that.
Damn. Poor Jacob. Sorry, Jacob.
Sorry, Jacob. Your fucking mom was a bitch. And just similar to your mom too, by the way,
Whoa.
where your mom banned like certain things that she didn't like, even though she kept other things that were probably parallel with them.
Yeah.
She allowed her kids to play Diablo 2, but did
she
not.
hated that I showed my brothers Diablo 3 and that
Yeah, well, what I mean
she
is
actually
your mom
grounded
would
them.
like keep witchcraft shit, but then ban other witchcraft shit, right?
Oh yeah.
But she let her kids play Diablo 2, but wouldn't let them play Army Men. And I was like, that's really stupid because Diablo 2 is far
we played
worse
Army
of a.
Men.
No, not you, Jacob's mom.
Oh, Jacob's mom.
In
Sorry.
comparison, I'm
I'm sorry, I
comparing
was
them.
confused.
Jacob's mom let her kids play Diablo, but not Army Men.
Oh, okay.
Even though Diablo 2, in my opinion, is a way worse fucking game than
It's
Army
way
Men
more
was.
brutal. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Diablo
But again,
games are
the only
especially
parallel
brutal.
is that she would let them play that, and your mom would like watch Charmed and shit, but say no witch shit in the house.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the parallel does exist there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have a lot of Hippocratic nature kind of
it's
shit.
so
It's
stupid.
so annoying. Like
So
you
annoying.
have to really think about that shit. Like think from those perspectives. Like you can't be a hypocrite. You can't say I allow this, but I don't allow this. Like it doesn't make any sense. It's just because you like that and you don't like that. If you don't like something, just tell someone you don't like it.
You're allowed to have sex, but you're not allowed to come. That's simple.
That would be torture, man.
That'd be torture for everyone.
Oh God, no.
All right. Well, that was our villains. I hope you appreciated my deep cuts because those are super deep.
Those were very deep. All right.
There's no way anyone on the internet has ever mentioned any of those villains outside of a video about that game before, by the way.
You know, I'm glad that we kind of did go from ones that weren't norm because I almost thought about like doing like Andrew Ryan and Gladys and the Joker, but like those are ones everyone talks about.
Well, not just everyone talks about. Like they're not that bad. That's the problem. Is these people I mentioned are fucking terrible villains. They do evil shit. They kill thousands of people, or they steal like an entire career that could be worth millions of dollars. Like what Gladys did was just exist essentially, and she was a villain.
Oh, dude, I almost said like Diablo and Lilith from Diablo series because like holy fuck, like if you think of that all the shit they've done in the grand scheme of it's insane. Like
it's everything. Literally, they've done everything.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess let's get into our favorite pets, and you want to start it off?
Sure. I'm gonna start out with a strong one. Gauntlet Legacy.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorite pets that you can get in a game because it's a pet that can help you fight, and it's either the phoenix or the dragon.
Okay.
Essentially, you get a phoenix or dragon as like an extra companion that can help you fight as you level up, and it's really fucking cool.
Nice.
And you know, Gauntlet was one of my early favorite games. I remember playing my first Gauntlet game on the arcade machine when I was like a kid.
Yeah.
And then when they released Gauntlet for N64, and I believe for GameCube is where Gauntlet Legacy comes from. I was obsessed with it forever. I bought it on the N64, and me and my buddies would just play it nonstop. Like it was just so much fun, and we would just brag like, "Oh, I got a blue dragon. Oh yeah, well I got a green dragon. Well I got a phoenix," and we'd all be like, "You're a loser." We'd use different words than loser, but we're not going to say those words because they are not appropriate anymore.
You know, now I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
When I was a kid, we used very different language, and we were not intelligent enough to realize how hurtful that language was. So.
Exactly. We all made mistakes. We learned from it. We moved and improved.
But that was one of the coolest pets you could get, was either the dragon or the phoenix, just to help you fight in Gauntlet.
Yeah, I never really played the Gauntlet series too much. I played it every once in a while when we go to arcade, just because Jen loved that game. She actually had the same love for it, like from her childhood. I didn't play it as much as a kid,
game. I would get like an arcade thing and have that in the arcade machine here at my house.
Anytime we go to one of those beer arcades, we look for it.
Yeah, right.
Barcades, yeah, that's what it is.
Just get Barcade.
Barcades, yeah.
Barcade.
They're fun, dude. Barcades are pretty cool.
They are. They have a bunch of them here now.
Yeah.
All right, what's your pet? What you got?
All right. First one I wanted to bring up is this one is one of the cutest, one of the coolest, one of the most badass ones. From the Monster Hunter series, it's your Palicos.
Yeah, of course.
The fucking Palicos are the coolest fucking creatures, dude. They cook for you. They work out. You can customize them with all your gear you want and give them weapons. They can fight with you. Like, these guys are ride or die homies. They're with you every step of the way. dude. Like these Palicos, and they have the fucking coolest cutscene animations with everything they do. They're adorable as fuck.
They cook for you and everything too. Like they are,
dude,
like
the cat chefs are awesome, dude, and they make the most delicious looking food. It's just the coolest shit, honestly. Like I love how much love this game has for cats. And all the shit you get to do with your cat is insane. Especially the one that really got me into it was Monster Hunter 3. And then Monster Hunter World, when that came out, they really jumped on Palicos a lot. So Palicos have been around for me. And Freedom Unite also did a lot with Palicos. So it's a mainstream thing in all the series, but they're my favorite aspect of it.
Yeah, I mean, when I played World, that was the coolest part, just having a little Palico. I keep thinking awesome. I should go back and play World again, but it's been so long that I don't really care to.
I want to, because I didn't ever play the Iceborne expansion, so I've thought about going back just to like go back.
I'd want to start from the beginning though, and like just completely,
me too,
because I cannot remember any. I had a cool character. I put like hundreds of hours in that game.
I
just stopped playing it.
I bought it on the PlayStation because I was going to play with a bunch of Jin's friends.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
played with
right.
them like twice.
You fucked up because you bought it on the PlayStation.
Well, because I asked all my friends, and they're like, "No, we're probably not going to get this game." And then a couple of my other friends were like, "We're going to get this game." And they're like, "Hey, Steven, are you actually you want to play with us? We actually got the game." And I'm like, "I bought it on the wrong system because you guys said you weren't going to get it."
I don't know who you asked. You didn't ask me. I know that because I only
can't remember if I asked you or if I asked Zach or
you probably asked Zach because I was talking with another friend who said, "Hey, I'm gonna get this game, Scott, if you want to play it." And we were game sharing.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try it." And then I loved it after that. So
yeah,
and he stopped playing it almost immediately.
Because I played it back when it was on the PSP only in America. So like that was
before it was cool. No, it was on it was on the Nintendo DS before that.
No, it was on the PSP, I think. First, Freedom, Monster Hunter 3, Freedom Unite, I think was the first.
I thought the Nintendo DS came out before the PSP.
I think it was the same time, honestly, maybe.
I don't remember. I know it was on the Nintendo DS in like 2005.
Because I was playing that in like...
No, 2006.
Either 8th grade or freshman year, I think.
Yeah. Well, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I like that. I like the Palico answer. Yeah, I'm going to come at you with one of the most famous dogs of all time.
Dog meat?
No, the Fable II dog.
Oh, okay. I actually did see some people bring this one up.
Oh my god, this one is crazy. So this dog is like Fable 2 is one of the coolest games in the world. It was a very well done sequel to Fable, and I love Fable. Fable was such a fucking phenomenal game.
Fable is a good game.
And Fable 2 is just as fucking good.
Nice.
And there's a dog you get, and by the end of the game, like this dog has been with you the entire game. Okay. And this is the fucked up thing about this game. Okay. This is like the most fucked up thing that you could imagine about this game. The entire game's about stopping the Lord of Bowerstone, right?
Okay.
Or I say Lord, he's the king of Bowerstone. And he has been building the spire to grant a wish.
Okay.
You can only grant one wish. And in the process of building this spire, he's killed like millions of people. Okay.
And also your dog.
Well, kind of. So at the near end of the game, you get trapped by him in a shield. You can't get out.
Okay.
And the dog tries to save you. And this is like after 20, 30 hours of playing the game where the dog has been constantly helping you the entire game.
Okay.
He shoots and kills the dog.
Fucking bastard.
Right in front of you, and you watch. You can't do anything. You can't help it. You can't give it a potion. You're stuck in the shield. You cannot help the dog. It dies in front of you 100%.
Yeah, I know. And you call John Wick because you're like, I'm gonna go John Wick on this ass.
Well, this is the first John Wick because now you're really pissed, and then you have to go on and you can kill him, and you get the wish.
Okay.
And you can either wish for your family, which includes your dog, back. So that's your sister who he
or
killed.
Everybody.
Well, you get one of three wishes. I don't remember what the third wish was.
Money?
I think it is money. I think it's the greed wish.
I think it is.
So you get a greed wish, you get the family wish, or you get the bring millions of people back from the dead wish.
Yeah. Sorry, people, about all your family members. My dog died, all right?
Well, and
you don't understand the trauma of 20 hours of
you really don't unless you play the game. Literally, your dog did it helped you in fights. It would finish off people who are down for you. It would find hidden items for you.
I'm not downplaying.
Oh my god, he was so and then you get attached to it because you can teach it tricks and give it treats and shit. And they built the dog this way on purpose to make you sad when it died.
I mean, well, and that's such a gut-wrenching question at that point because if you really think about that, like some people are gonna want to save the person they've grown an emotional attachment to. But if you had to go to those million people's families and say, sorry, my dog is more important than your
well, you
family
wouldn't
member.
have to. Fuck those people. It's your
Well, I
fucking
know you wouldn't
wish.
have to,
They
but if
didn't
you
go and
thought
defeat
about
the
that,
fucking
like
bad guy for it.
Obviously that's such a horrible thing to like.
Yeah.
Those people thought if anyone found out about that, like you would be the pariah of the town.
Yeah.
And everyone would hate you.
Oh, and they do find out. That's the thing. If you wish that, everybody
Okay.
knows. Everybody
Damn.
knows. Yep. And then
Damn.
you become like a hated person. But then later on, Fable knew they made a mistake. The Lionheart, I think it was the studio,
Okay.
or Lionsgate or something like that.
I don't remember.
They knew they made a mistake. They decided to release a DLC to bring the dog back. So you can make the best choice and get your dog back by going to Knothole Glade Island.
Well, good. I'm glad they fixed that because making it like we're gonna kill your dog or
oh my, it was what a fucking choice. I'll tell you that right now. That was a fucking choice.
Fair.
That was one of the hardest things you'd ever have to do.
All right. My next one. It's kind of a two-way tie from the same game, and it's kind of for two different takes you want to go. So this is in Far Cry 5. But I think both
talk
of
about
these.
The fucking bear.
No, I'm not talking about Cheeseburger. Fuck Cheeseburger.
He was in there, right? And then there was a
leopard,
he is in there. Think.
Yeah, Cheeseburger. Most
Mountain
of the
lion.
animals have appeared in multiple games.
Yeah. Wasn't there a mountain lion too?
Yeah, Peaches. That's what I was going to talk about. Peaches and Boomer.
And wasn't there also a dog?
Boomer. Yep.
Oh,
Peaches and Boomer. Those are the two I was going to talk about, actually. Peaches is the ultimate killing machine. If you want to stealth fucking go through a game, you take Peaches. She is stealthy as fuck. She's a mountain lion or puma or whatever she is, that will just destroy anybody. Like, she is so fast at killing, so stealthy, so amazing. Like, just amazing to have. But if you're looking more of the I want to run and gun through the game approach to the game, Boomer is your ride or die. Boomer will go, and as soon as you kill an enemy, he'll go and take the enemy's gun and bring it back to you like he's fetching a stick, and give you weapons throughout the game. So like you want to keep switching weapons, you run out of ammo or whatever, he's going to keep bringing you guns. He's going to keep you locked and loaded, and he revives you faster than any other animal. So if you do go down, he's going to be right on your side. So like both of these animals, they're in multiple games. They're so amazing to have for different approaches, but I couldn't pick just one because it depends on how you want to play the game.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
I mean, I would have probably picked Peaches over because Peaches
is my favorite.
Yeah.
Dude, Peaches is amazing. And I mean, even Peaches' owner was really funny. Yeah.
The funniest thing. It's just so fucking stupid.
I love just this old woman living alone in the house just by herself in this mountain lion. Peaches. And at first you get told you're just going to like rescue a cat or something. I think is your first like
you have no idea that it's actually a fucking mountain lion.
And you're like, oh shit. You're like luring into a cage with giant deer meat and shit. Yep. Oh my god, that's so good.
All right. Well, for my last one here, I'm going to talk about the dog from Fallout 3, which I believe is dog meat.
Yeah, that is dog meat. He's also in Fallout 4.
No, different dog in Fallout 4.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're both just called dog meat, or I don't know. Fallout 4 is dog meat for sure.
Okay, then it's not dog meat. Okay, good. Okay. I didn't think so. It's a German Shepherd you find.
Dog meat, German Shepherd too.
Yeah, I think it's always a German Shepherd. So in Fallout 3, it's interesting actually because it's different. Your dog can die and die forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So but you can get this perk that allows you to adopt its kids that it inevitably had.
Okay.
So you always have a dog. Whether it dies or not.
Dog meat. Dog meat junior. Dog meat junior.
I think it's a litter, so I think it's just like a unlimited litter. So essentially, they're all your first dog's babies.
I mean, it's just the funny thought.
It is a really funny thought, but that was a really funny thing when I first played Fallout 3. Just getting that perk and being like, this is really fucking weird. I don't know if this is right, and I don't know if they changed that later on because I haven't played Fallout 3 in a long time. But I feel like later on, like your partners didn't die. But for sure your dog could, and you had to like go and find, like, here's the thing, in Fallout 4, you get the dog basically automatically.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything to get the dog.
Yeah.
But in Fallout 3, you had to go to the junkyard, you had to find the dog, you had to do a quest line, and then you got the dog as a partner, and then the dog could die, but then you could get the perk to get more dogs. So like there was always a dog on your team, and it was really cool. And the dog was useful, and it's not like it wasn't useful in the game.
Yeah.
But it was, and eventually you would trade it out for the more useful companions, because there are people with guns are way more useful than the dogs are.
So. Fair.
But it's a cool pet. Like it was really cool when you first play the game, just finding it being like, oh my God, I'm not traveling this wasteland alone. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I need to play the Fallout games, honestly. I need to, because I've only played like the first hour of probably 2 of them, but then never did anything further. So.
Fallout 4 is the best in my opinion, but Fallout 3 was a lot of fun. Honestly,
I want to do 4 in New Vegas for sure.
Well, New Vegas has the best story. I will say that right off the bat. And I think it's got fun gameplay, but the gameplay in 4 is so much better. But 3 had like the most conscientious choice you had to make.
Okay. Fair.
So, and
I mean, I definitely want to play those 3 more than any of the others for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to go back and play
Fallout
the
1 and 2 is just, there's no... You know how Fallout 1 and 2 work?
Yeah, they're way different. Yeah.
Well, you know what the game is?
Not really. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I know it's different.
Here's the funny thing about Fallout 1 and 2 is there's a step counter.
Oh, okay.
And you can only walk a certain amount of steps.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't think it increases the entire game. I think as soon as you're out of steps, you die.
Oh, fun.
It's like a board game. Like you only have a certain number of moves you can make, and it's more like RTS style. It's over the top, like, or maybe it's an RPG, but it's over the top RPG.
Yeah,
not a third person or first person view RPG at all. So
yeah,
it's still
totally
interesting.
Different.
The stories are cool, but it's just it's kind of a weird game style. I wouldn't mind if they got the Resident Evil touch.
Fair.
That would be a cool thing that they could do if Bethesda ever wanted to try to release 1 and 2, but they need to get rights from the original owners.
Fair. All right. I got one more then. It's actually another one from a Far Cry game. Far Cry does their pets right.
They do. I mean, that's all they're known for, pretty much, is pets and like really fucking good villains.
Pets, villains, and gameplay.
No, well, gameplay is always the same.
I know, but it's really good. Like, it's solid gameplay. Yeah, it's one of the best for gun gameplay, especially the variety.
Because it never changes, and because there's so many games, I don't consider it like a gameplay game to tout the gameplay, but the gameplay is very good.
Yes. Like, there's not one that's really bad performing one.
No,
they're all really solid.
It's a carbon copy of the previous one, yes.
Yes. I mean, I'm not denying that in the slightest.
I think the only thing I hated about the Far Cry games really was the driving, because I'm pretty sure in
you can auto drive, though.
Well, in 3, it was like such a shit experience to turn. The cars didn't feel real. Like, it just felt
That's why I do auto drive, dude.
Yeah, and I auto drove all the time, but it's just like all the games, they kind of made the driving lazy.
Well, and honestly, like, so I think it started in 5 and in 6, you can just airdrop anywhere on the map.
Is, much better.
Dude, it's phenomenal traversal.
Yeah,
like,
it's
you got
the
so
squirrel suit or whatever.
Yeah, you get the squirrel suit, the wingsuit, and you're just like flying around. And seriously, you can drop, like, if the point you need to go is like 2,000 meters this way, you can drop this way and just like beeline it like midair, and it's so cool. Yeah. It's a phenomenal way to do traversal, and I'm glad they did it, because the bigger the maps got, the worse the travel harder. Did feel.
Yeah, and again, when you're driving in their shit driving landscape, which they never change.
But besides all that, so this one's from Far Cry 6, and this goes to the most adorable pet of all time, probably in video games. Chorizo. And Chorizo is a wiener dog who doesn't have his back legs, so he's got wheels on his back legs.
So cute.
And he is so adorable, and he distracts guards for you. He'll go up, and the people are like, "Oh my god, you're so adorable!" And then, like, you just kill him.
But at least the last thing they got to see was a cute wiener dog.
Yes, he's the most adorable wiener dog in the game. He has all this stuff with you, and honestly, it's really cool, because like the DLC for the game, they actually did this Stranger Things crossover. where they went into the Upside Down. And the reason
had legs there.
The reason they go into the Upside Down is because Chorizo accidentally fell into the Upside Down, so they have to go rescue Chorizo in the Upside Down.
Well, yeah, I would leave fucking Chorizo in the Upside Down. I'd be like,
yeah, sorry, I'm not risking my life for
get the Metallica out.
It in the gameplay, it's so cool to like go into the Upside Down to rescue this adorable dog and like find his wheel and be like, oh no, he's probably dead. Then, like it's so cool. It's really cool that they bring in a dog with a disability into the game too. It's just so unique, so different, and in the animal series in this game, all being like very ferocious fighters and killers, and like wild boars and saber-toothed tigers and mountain lions and raging bears, like having just this small wiener dog that is just adorable was such a different experience in the game that was so unique and fun.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's definitely different from most games, because most games try to make their pets very strong, I feel like. Fable 2 made the dog strong enough to kill things when he's on the ground. The German Shepherd's strong in Fallout. If you think about Dragon Age, there's a dog you can get in that too. That's just this giant monstrosity of a dog that kills things.
Fair.
Like normally they try to make the animals and creatures as strong as you would be.
Yes,
but
I agree.
Seeing a game where they essentially make a little bitch dog and they're like, all right, we got to make it cute so it can distract people.
Yes, it's so good.
Because if they made a cat, it would be like, hey cat, go get those keys, and it would instantly be able to get the keys by sliding through things. It'd be very useful. But a little wiener dog with missing its hind legs too, that's just beautiful. That is perfect. That is the best companion you could possibly put in the fucking game.
And honestly, like, this game doesn't get as much love as it does too, just because it wasn't as controversial.
5 and 3 are just so fucking good, I think, that it's hard for others to compete.
Well, and Giancarlo Esposito as the main villain is incredible, and Danny Trejo being in the game, and the crossover with, as stupid as it is, the crossover was really fantastic.
Yeah,
they actually have a bunch of expansions.
Crossovers.
They actually have a bunch of expansions in the game too, where you get to play as the villains from previous games. So you get to play as Voss, you get to play as Pagan Min, and you get to play as Joseph Seed. But you're playing them trapped in like their consciousness, where they have to fight things and you get like deeper lore into why they're as crazy as they are.
Yeah,
it's really cool. It's all this insanity pack. It's unique.
All right. Well, that was it, guys. That was us talking about pets and villains.
Yes.
We hope you enjoyed that.
Pets.
Yeah, seriously. Send us an email, soulofagamer@soulofagamerpod. Why do I keep doing that? soulofagamerpodcast@gmail.com. Send us your favorite pets or your favorite villains. Tell us why. Like, we'll feature them on the podcast if you shoot us a little message there. So
soulofagamerpodcast.com. And we are on TikTok at soulofagamerpodcast as well.
Yep. We are on everything. So we will see you on the next week's episode, guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.